بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهديه واستنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today, inshallah, in today's lesson, we're going to discuss how was fasting of Ramadan, or actually how was fasting in general, made obligatory upon the Muslim nation, the Muslim Ummah. At the very beginning, when the Prophet ﷺ migrated from Mecca to Medina, he went in and he saw the people fasting the day of Ashura, which is the 10th day of the first month of the Islamic year, the month of Muharram. And he asked about it, the Prophet ﷺ, why are they doing this? So the Jews said that this is the day that Allah Almighty saved Musa and those who were with him from Pharaoh. So we are doing this as a sign of gratitude, of being thankful to Allah Almighty. So the Prophet ﷺ was revealed upon, and he said, well, we should be more grateful and more thankful than you Jews are, because we believe in Moses in the right and correct way more than you believe in him and more than you follow what he brought to you. So it was obligatory upon all Muslims to fast the day of Ashura. So this was stage one. Stage two, this was abrogated, and it was made, the fasting of Ashura, it was made preferable and sunnah. It's a voluntary fasting. But it was replaced by fasting the holy month of Ramadan. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Qur'an, what translates to, fasting is for a fixed number of days. But if any one of you is ill or on a journey, the prescribed number should be made up from days later. So if you're on a journey or you're ill, you don't have to fast, but you should make that over later on, make it up. But for those who can do it with hardship, there is a ransom, the feeding of one that is poor or indigent. But he will be given more of his own free will if but he that will give more, if he gives this money of his own free will, it is better for him. And it is better for you that you fast if you only knew. So this was abrogated. Fasting Ashura was lifted off. It was abrogated, and it was a must. It is a must now to fast Ramadan. But you had the option at the very beginning. You had the option of either fasting, or if you had the money, you don't fast. You just pay this ransom and feed this indigent or poor person, and that does the job for you. Then again, there was a certain option. And that option was, if you break your fast, if you fast the whole day, and then when it's Maghrib, when it's sunset, you break your fast, and you fall asleep. If you wake up, you are not allowed to eat anything. You should continue fasting till the sunset of the following morning. And there's a hadith narrated by Bara ibn Azib, may Allah be pleased with him, that one of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ worked in his farm so hard while he was fasting. And when he went home after sunset, he told his wife, do you have anything to eat? She said, yes. Wait, I'll go and get it. She went to the kitchen, and by the time she came back, he was already asleep. And she started weeping. What did you do? So the guy woke up. What happened? And he realized that he slept. And he did not eat anything. So he had to continue fasting until it was sunrise, the break of dawn. Then it was the new day. And he did not eat anything. By midday, the guy fainted. He could not go on. So Allah Azza wa Jal lifted this case, and now it was obligatory upon all to fast. There's no ransom that you may pay unless that for a person that is chronically ill, or for a person that is too old to fast, or for a pregnant woman, or for a breastfeeding woman. And we will come to that, inshallah, on a later stage. And Allah Azza wa Jal had made things easier for us. You have the whole time from sunset till the break of dawn. You can eat, you can sleep, and you wake up and eat again, and sleep and wake up again and eat as much as you want, providing you do that before the break of dawn. Now, when do we fast Ramadan? How do we know that this is the month of Ramadan? See, Islam is very easy. It's not complicated. It's way easier than other religions. In Islam, the more you need something, the easier it is for you to get. This is life. It's Allah's rule and way of doing things. For example, you have water and you have air. Which do we need more? Air. That's why everyone can get air free. It's easy, just breathe it and it's there. While water, you have to look a little bit for it, but it's also there. There is water. In Islam, whatever you need, it's made easy for you. Marriage is very essential. It's life. You have to get married. So what I do to get married, it's very simple. You have someone to marry, preferably a Muslim woman. You go to her father. You propose. The father says, I give you my daughter in marriage for a dowry of $1,000. And there are two people witnessing this. You say, I accept. She's your wife. Take her. That's it. It's done. Funerals, and there is no relation. Don't get me wrong. There is no relation between marriages and funerals. But one leads to the other. Funerals, at the same time, it's the same thing. Everybody dies. Okay, what do we do when someone dies? Oh, it's one hell of a problem. You have to buy a big coffin made of this kind of wood that is expensive, $3,000, $4,000. You have to put him on display for 5-6 days. You have to put up a suit for him, do this, do that. Then you have to get the convoy of cars to take him to the cemetery with a music band on front and some pipes doing here and there. And then the priest comes. It's a long process. In Islam, it's a piece of cake. Dying is a problem. It's a catastrophe. Nobody likes dying. And if someone of your relative dies, it's not something easy. But Allah Azza wa Jal made this for everyone. Everyone is going to die. So once your loved one dies, it's an easy process. Get the dead body, wash it, perfume it, wrap it up in 3 pieces of white cloth. This is our coffin to it. Only 3 pieces of white cloth. Take him to the mosque. All the Muslims would pray and ask Allah Azza wa Jal that He may forgive this dead man's sins. They would take him to the cemetery, dig a hole 6 feet under, put him in it, put the dust again, back to it. That's it. He's dead. It's over. It takes 2 hours, 3 hours. We have the grief filled in our hearts for our loved ones. But it's natural. If he's not going to die today, he's going to die tomorrow. So it is easy. Islam is easy. It's for everyone. Now when we come to Ramadan, it's the same story. One would say, how would I know that this is the month of Ramadan? Do I have to go to astronomers or to mathematicians to do this calculation for me? Or can anyone do this? No, the answer is anyone could do this. It's a piece of cake. Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with Abdullah and his father Umar. Abdullah ibn Umar ibn Khattab. May Allah be pleased with them both. He said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not fast until you see the new moon. And do not break your fast, meaning at the end of the month, until you see it. And if it is cloudy, calculate 30 days when it should appear. In this hadith, was reported by Bukhari and Muslim. So it is the most authentic hadith that could possibly be.